Hi, and welcome to Legal Inc. We're a life planning law firm, and today we're talking about understanding estate planning and building the right trust for your family. A trust is a legal agreement to take care of your stuff. A trust can own and maintain property in the name of the trust. When you have a trust, you are the grantor, you are the trustee, and you are the beneficiary, whether that's you or you and a spouse. As the grantor, you're the ones that gave the belongings to the trust. As the trustee, you are managing those belongings on behalf of the trust. And as the beneficiaries, you're the ones that get to use and enjoy those belongings. Trust planning potentially protects these things from life events that we just can't avoid. Problems with creditors, lawsuits, even divorce. It can protect from spendy addictions or other things that we just can't foresee. First, we need to build the trust. We need to make the documents that will protect our family the best. Once we've built it, then we need to name the trust. We're going to call this the Best Family Trust. Now, some families like whimsical names, some like more serious, but whatever you do, like the name, because it's going to be on all the documents, including your checkbook. Once the trust is made, we need to fund the trust by putting things like homes, cars, bank accounts, businesses into the trust. The trust will own those items. Some things stay out of the trust, like retirement accounts, life insurance policies, or anything else that is able to name a beneficiary upon death. The trust will become the beneficiary. While living, the trust is revocable, which means that you can change it. But what happens when one of you dies? At that point, everything is transferred into the trust. If there's anything missing, a pour-over will catch it and direct probate to transfer it to the trust. If you're in a situation where you have a joint trust upon the death of your spouse, you have a few options that you need to plan for. This first one is a simplified option where everything goes from the joint trust to a single trust, and that surviving spouse has the benefit and control over all the assets. They also have 9 months to decide if they need to have a family trust, which is irrevocable. If there's any kind of estate tax planning issue or other asset protection issue, they have that option within 9 months, but they have to remember to stay on top of it, and especially when they're grieving the loss of a spouse. It's hard. Option number 2 is a little more complex. Now, in the event that there are children from a previous marriage, before we get into the complexities of it, it's a good idea to do specific distributions to those children. Make sure that they get what you want them to have. Takes away any hard feelings between them and a second or third spouse. Once that's accomplished, the residual of the trust is going to be divided into several different trusts. One is a revocable trust for the benefit of the surviving spouse, like the other one. The second one is going to be a family trust that's irrevocable, also for the benefit of the surviving spouse, but there's more control over this one. There's more protection. If that's not enough, we can create other individual trusts to protect specific assets like homes. We can really exercise a lot of control here and do what's needed. Now, on the death of the second spouse, those assets can be distributed to children, family members, friends, or even charities. But we've really created an airtight asset protection to make sure that those assets get to who they're supposed to go to. Now, once we get down to a single trust, where the last spouse or the only person passes away, it becomes irrevocable. And at that time, there can be a distribution which I don't recommend because now all of those assets that were protected are not. Or they can go into a trust. And notice in this example there's 3 children, A, B, and C, and it's all they're all together. And that's done on purpose so that all of the trust assets can make sure that they're all covered. Now, at a time or event, a stated age, we can do another distribution. Usually that's at the last child graduating from high school. I don't recommend that distribution, again, because we lose the protection. Or we can create specific trust with the residual, with the remaining assets for each child. We can create a lot of things here. Lifetime asset protection trust will protect not only the child from themselves, but from outside parties. Or we can create a special needs trust. And this is exciting because you've worked hard to maintain a lifestyle for your special needs child that you're afraid won't continue once you're gone. But with the special needs trust, you can ensure that those things still happen. And these are the trusts where we can really exercise some control to protect from addiction, from age, from lawsuits, from bankruptcy, and even divorce, to make sure that those assets benefit your kids or your loved ones. This really has been a simplified explanation of trusts and how they work. The sky is the limit. We are Legal Inc. Let's find out together. Smile. In our next video, I want to talk about legacies. The things that make us who we are, our values, our beliefs, and our stories. These are, if not just as important as the things we pass on, I believe they're more important. I believe that this is what matters most to our family and to our loved ones, to preserve and protect our legacy. We'll talk about what that means and how we help you achieve that here at Legal Inc. Thanks for watching.